Hey there, Libra. How's it going? We're going to get started on your tarot reading for the month of February. This reading is good for whenever it finds you, regardless of the date. Okay, so if we find ourselves at the end of the year, yes, the end of 2024, and you happen to stumble upon this reading, no worries, guys. It's good for whenever it finds you, okay, no matter what month it is or what year it is, all right? Let's begin, Libra. Guys, my dogs are going to be a pain in the butt. Look, I can see my Pepe. He's such a grump, guys. He doesn't like to play, and then my other dog loves to mess with him, and that's what's going on. You see, she's like tapping him in the face, and Pepe's getting he's getting annoyed. Look at him. He's looking at me too like, this is not funny. And she's not being mean. She's just kind of tapping him gently. Okay, let's begin. Let's begin. Go sit down on the couch, Pepe. Go on the couch, my love. Why do you stay there and take that? All right, Libra, Holy Spirit, we're connecting with the zodiac sign of Libra. What insight, foresight, guidance, revelations do we have for my dear Libra right now? Let me see, Libra. Let me see what's happening, what's going on. Let me see what's going on with you, Libra. Here we go. We have the 8 of Cups. There's a leak. Guys, I created a new channel. It's called Shamanic Vision, I'm sorry, without the S. And the link to that channel is down below in the description box. This new channel, guys, I will be using it as a platform to share my shamanic work with you guys. I work as a shaman. I'm not sure whether many of you know this or not, but aside from tarot, I am a shaman. I do shamanic readings, and I've been doing them for quite a long time. And I think it's time for me to open up and share that side of my practice with you guys. And well, that's what I'm doing with Shamanic Vision, guys. I have not uploaded anything yet, but I will be uploading a video soon, and it will be on negative attachments, which will be a series because there's many types of energetic attachments. So it would be maybe a long series. But the first video for sure will be on negative attachments, specifically cord attachments, a particular kind of cord attachment. I don't want to say too much. Wait for it. I'm not sure when I'm uploading it because I'm actually still working with this client, and they are the ones that really inspired me. I had been thinking about this for some time, but this client, working with them, and this particular type of cord, attachment was so different that it really inspired me to start sharing this stuff with you guys, this wisdom and this knowledge. And well, I'm bringing it up right now because there's a leak. So this is the kind of stuff that I'll be sharing with you guys in this new channel. You see how there's a leak coming from the ceiling? That would be like an energetic leak. Have you ever heard of that? Like repairing your aura? Now, there's a leak here, which we could see it like as an opening somewhere in your energetic field. You could look at it from in your chakras somewhere that is causing things to leak out. Now, depending on where this leak is, what caused it as well, it's going to be affecting you, each and every one of you, in a different way. But let's just say it could be something, for example, that drains you, that is not allowing you to even do something. Because just imagine this, like you're trying to fill up this bowl, but you're never going to be able to fill it up because there's a hole at the bottom that is leaking all the water out. So you see, it could be counterproductive. And it's the 8 of Cups. which is what? Many of you know this. It's the bye-bye card, but listen, I like to say that it's the going towards your happiness, because that's what's happening in the Eight of Cups. Because what's the next card? The Nine of Cups. And the Nine of Cups is the wish fulfillment, right? So emotionally, guys, I feel like you're dealing with a lot emotionally, right? At the bottom of the deck, we have the Hermit. You're dealing with a lot emotionally, guys. And look, this is at the bottom of the deck is the Five of Pentacles. And I just saw all of these rocks on top of somebody's chest. All right, so it's stress, it's pressure. And I think that maybe this is something you've been dealing with for some time, because the leak is here. And I think that you've been trying to manage whatever this is. You've been trying to manage for some time, but nothing has really taken care of it, right? Nothing has really you haven't really repaired it, because in fact, it seems as though it got worse, right? Because again, let's look at this symbolically. There's a leak, right? And it just started off with one of these dishes there. And then before you know it, there's all of these dishes are on the floor because the leak just got worse. So I'm seeing this as a situation, guys, that, has gone by unrepaired, and that could be for many reasons, right? Let's just, again, think about this symbolically. Why does a repair go ignored? Well, one of them could be maybe you didn't even know the leak was there, right? Sometimes that happens. Maybe you didn't have, let's say, the resources to take care of it. Maybe you hired somebody to fix it, but they didn't fix it. Whatever the case, point is, it's leaking, I'm hearing. And like, I think this is you. I think you find yourself in a place where maybe you've realized how maybe bad the situation has gotten, right? Because the Hermit looks like they've been hiking and they have, they've come to a spot, a nice place, a rock here where they can sit down, and they're thinking, they're reflecting. And I'm seeing this as you reflecting on the journey thus far up until now. And well, you find yourself with a lot more wisdom, which means what, guys? It means that you're able to understand yourself, the situation, what has happened, what is going on. And well, you're paying attention. You're paying attention to how you feel about all of this, and it's not a good feeling, because it's as if, it's not as if you're having to walk away, or you're walking away from something that you're walking away from something unresolved. And that can be hard to do. That can be very hard to do, guys, because you don't want to do that. Most of the time, that's not what we want to do. But unfortunately, you find yourself in that kind of situation where something has gotten this bad, and it's time to walk away from it. Yes, I know, not the perfect conditions, right? Circumstances to walk away. But unfortunately, I'm hearing that's the way it is. That's how things are. And that's how it sometimes happens. Okay, so that's what's happening, what's going on. So what's helping and not helping you? What's helping and not helping you, my dear? my dear Libra? What's helping and not helping you? Let's see what's helping and not helping. What's helping and not helping. What's helping and not helping, my dear Libra, right now in this situation and whatever's going on this month of February, or whenever it is that they find themselves listening, watching this reading. Woo, woo. Let's see. What's helping and not helping? What's helping and not helping? We have the King of Wands. Whew. And then we have the Wheel of Fortune. All right, so I'm happy to see the King of Wands here, but I'm happy to see the King of Wands. Let me just tell you how I'm feeling like, and I think this is how you feel too. Like, it's nice, okay. I'm hearing that somebody is showing up, but is it too late? Are they showing up too late? Look, it's the Wheel of Fortune. I think so, because look, we're starting off with the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is something has already, you know, the door's open. I mean, and that's a problem, because the once the door opens, you know, and that is once certain actions, okay, over time, let's just say, continue to happen, they begin to have effects, and they begin to have effects. And one of them is they start opening doors. And these doors are new possibilities. So I feel like that has already happened. And then it's think about it like this. It's like somebody has, because of the circumstances, all right, has been led to a certain idea, to a certain realization, right? Like, you know, that they wouldn't have arrived at if it wasn't for what they've just been through. So I'm seeing this as you, like you've opened a door, or whether you opened it or if it was open for you, whatever. Point is, there's an open door here for you that wasn't there before, that you're able to see. And you see how sad this looks, guys? You see the colors? It's just sad. This is what's helping and not helping. To be very honest with you, I know the King of Wands is not helping. Honestly, I think this is the not helping, and I think that this is helping. Now, how is the King of Wands not helping? Isn't this like a positive card? For the most part, it is. And I think it is. I don't think that this is wrong, but I do think the timing is wrong. Which would be like somebody arriving to a certain conclusion, or finally doing something. And wow, that's wonderful, that's great, but kind of late, because look at what has happened. Look at where I'm at. Look at how I feel. And look at this door that has opened already. You know, it's that kind of thing. So this King of Wands, which, you know, I'm seeing this as, I mean, this could even be you. This could be you feeling this, like you're getting motivated. There's something maybe going on this time around that is lighting you up, making you feel enthusiastic or excited again. Or maybe it's not enthusiastic or excited, but maybe you're feeling a lot more positive about something, like something can be done, like, you know, because the King of Wands, that's what he does. Like, he has the plan, and he's like, you know what, we can do this, and I have this vision, and you know what, I am willing and able, and I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna show you, kind of thing. That might be you, right, feeling this way, or it might be somebody else in this situation, which is not bad. I mean, good, but this is what's, we could say, helping. It is helping. This is what's helping. It's the Wheel of Fortune, guys. The Wheel of Fortune is, look, and we have a woman. I feel like this is you, regardless of what you identify as, male, female, or whatever. Like, this woman is you, and she's navigating, right, through different weather. Do you see that? There's fire, there's rain, there's wind. So you've been navigating, and things change. So this is what this is saying, guys. This is what's helping and not helping. Which is what? Look, one day it's rain, one day it's fire, the other day is this, one day the other day is that. So this is talking about an unpredictability. For one, it's talking about unpredictability, navigating through the different weather, which is symbolic of just the moods, the environment, the situations. I'm hearing that it's always changing. So this says, right, that things are not, I'm hearing concrete. Things are ever changing. Tell me more about this Wheel of Fortune. And you know what, guys? I also feel like you're being led. Like you're being led somewhere and you don't really know where that is. And which brings us where? It brings us back to this place here, this Eight of Cups. And look at what we have here. We have the Ace of Cups. Look at what we have here. That, let's call it the unknown. Because there's a moon there, right? So there's a mystery of like where to now kind of thing. Where to now, or how would things be, or how would things look? You don't really know. You don't really know. And look, you are, so I'm seeing this as a good thing because listen, guys, it's almost as if you're putting on this blindfold and you're not paying attention perhaps to how things look, right? And you're going more so by how things feel. And I think that's a really good thing. I think that should be happening. You see, blindfolded. So you're not really going by how things look necessarily. Maybe that's what you were doing. And you're just allowing yourself to feel, which is actually, it's giving you more clarity. It's giving you more clarity, guys. So this is what's helping and not helping. And look, at the bottom of the deck, we have this Ace of Cups, and it's a cup that's overflowing, guys. So one thing, that I was getting from the get-go is like there's this wastefulness, right? Because we talked about the leak, right? And we could see that as waste, something going to waste. And now we're seeing a cup that is overflowing. It's overflowing, guys. Which is still, I'm hearing, is still bad in this situation because what is it doing? It's creating a flood. It's creating a flood, guys. So something that I'm seeing here is an imbalance. It's like too little and too much, too little, or too much. How are things going to continue to move forward? Let's put this Ace of Cups over here. How are things going to continue to move forward as the days and the weeks continue to go by? What can you expect? What can you expect to be unfolding? Let's give my dear Libra some foresight. Let's give Libra some foresight on the happenings. Let's give you some clarity, some foresight into future developments. We have the Three of Pentacles and we have the Fool. Okay. This is how things are going to be moving forward. All right. So the Three of Pentacles talks about things flowing. It talks about teamwork, effort, working together, and as well as a need to, right? A need to. Collaborating, what does that mean? I mean, it could be work, but it could also just be you and another person working together to accomplish something, to get a certain result, no matter what the situation is, whether romantic or business, whatever, doesn't matter. And then we have this Fool, like, okay, let me see. Like, okay, let me see. This is not really knowing what to expect because it's the Fool. And I'm getting this weird feeling, guys, this weird, like, I don't like the way this feels right now. Tell me more, tell me more. Whew, guys. I'm having to breathe. I feel it in the pit of my gut. We have the Ace of Wands, and there's a candle, and it's the Two of Wands, I'm sorry. It's the Two of Wands. There's a knot. It's a slip knot. There's a knot. That's a type of negative attachment. The decks that I've used, guys, for this February reading remind me of my new channel because of the symbols, the art in the deck. So I use this deck for water, earth, and fire signs. And this deck has cords just like this one does. And I chose this one today, and I can't remember when I used this. And I can't remember when I last used this deck. It's been a very long time. And I have a lot of tarot decks, so I don't know the art in them by memory. I don't. So I just picked it up intuitively. And both of the decks that I chose for this February have negative attachments. I'm seeing them there. Do you see that string there? It's a slip knot, which is a type of attachment. Guys, if you do this, it would be like this. You see, guys? Gosh, I don't, I don't like the way this feels. I don't like the way this feels. It's almost as if it's like a premonition. My gut, it's turning. And guys, now listen, I'm not saying that this situation does not require for you to be a team player. Yes, it does. I mean, that's what we see. We see compromise, perhaps even compromise, working together, collaborating. There's this flow. There's this, balance exchange to, at the very least, two people. Whatever dynamics are involved, like it's all working together, right, for a common purpose. But you see how the Fool is here? And the Fool is, do they even realize that they've just walked off the cliff? Do they even realize that? They have not even realized it, right? They're falling off the bridge. And that's really standing out because in the Rider-Waite tarot, I always revert back to the Rider-Waite. The Fool is still standing on firm ground, but he's coming to the edge of a cliff. This one is walking off of it. They have walked off of it. So it's like they're not paying attention, right? This one is just flat out is not paying attention. So could this be It almost feels numbing too. Like, I don't know, like there's something about this one, like the way that they look, their face, like everything. It just like, it feels numbing to me. Like they're spaced out. They're not even there. And then I'm seeing somebody like, you know, this kind of feeling, hey, do you want to do this? Okay, yeah. Or this or that, okay, yeah. And with the Two of Wands, the Two of Wands speaks about choices, decisions. But more so, I would say it choices and decisions that create a certain future, create a certain effect, that create all these other possibilities. It's a crossroads of some sort, which says, right, whatever you do or not do will take this route or that route. And notice that the candle is not on. I think that's very significant that the candle is not on and there's a match. So something needs to happen, right? Something needs to happen here. And what needs to happen, guys, would be what? Lighting the candle, right? And if you see, there's a negative attachment there, which is a cord attachment, and then it has a knot. So this is the kind of stuff that I'll be sharing with you guys in my new channel, Shamanic Vision. The link is down below. Is the types of different attachments, what they are, how they come about, to get rid of them. And here what I'm seeing is that what is going to get rid of this attachment is a certain action as well as transmutation, because fire is here. So it's transmutation, guys. It's a process of I'm seeing it as feelings, like certain feelings and emotions that require a shift and a change. And that is going to help you. So you see, you light up the match and you burn, right, the tip of the string there. And that would burn that attachment, right? Burn fire is transmutation. You could cut it, right? But here, and again, cutting, when somebody says I'm cutting a cord, it's representative of a certain action, a certain process that you take here in this material world, like something that you're doing. These are acts. When you cut it, you're going about releasing a cord. By most of the time, you're eliminating something that connects you and another person, because negative attachments, they form to other people mostly, as well as things. So if you cut it, that would be symbolic of you eliminating it from your life by cutting it out, right? You're eliminating this. You know what? How you're going to get rid of this attachment here, of this problem, which is symbolic of a slip knot. Okay. Again, cords, guys, negative attachments, cords in specific, they can get complicated. There's different kinds. It's just not a cord attachment. Yes, it's a cord attachment, but what kind? And I see them like a slip knot. That's one kind of attachment. So this says what? Well, think about a slip knot, right? Like, first thing that I think about is, most of the time, people hang themselves with it, right? But they're also used for, every knot has a particular use. So I would have to look up, what are slip knots used for exactly. Well, I know one of pop, most people know about a slip knot because of, well, And if you are getting rid of this attachment through fire, which is transmutation, it means that even if you cut it, it's still going to be there. Even if you try to eliminate it from your life, the attachment is still going to be there. Because that wasn't the right way, okay, it will form again, for example. So fire, it means that there's an internal change that needs to happen with you, okay? You need to process some feelings and some emotions, okay? Because the shift needs to happen in the way that you feel about the situation that's creating these feelings, whatever's going on. And that is the key in eliminating, getting rid of this negative attachment, guys. That is not allowing you to do something. It lies in transmutation, which again is just the shift, guys. Oftentimes you cannot release, you cannot let go. Because what? Because it's your feelings. It's a part of you. It's not anything foreign. It's a part of you. You can't get rid of your hand or your head. I mean, it's a part of you. Same with certain kinds of energies. And this is something internal that's going on with you. Sometimes the attachments, we find them outside ourselves, okay? They form outside ourselves, but sometimes they form inside of us. And I feel like this is one of those, guys, this is a negative attachment that you have that is creating issues and problems for you guys. So this is what's going to be happening, right? You know what, guys? I think that it feels like you're maintaining as well as trying to make something happen, create progress perhaps of some sort in something. But deep down inside, there's something that is telling you that it's not going to work out. And I know that probably sounds really bad, maybe, like, that's bad. I don't want to hear that. But it's only bad because of the negative attachment that is making you feel that way. I feel like it's certain unprocessed, feelings and emotions that are, you need to change the way that you feel about it. I feel happy. I like to describe it as like an aversion. Or something, maybe a certain smell, or maybe just something just creates a negative reaction. But it was created. That aversion was created after repeated, negative stimulus. And what you're having to do is break that. You're having to break that. So, that has a lot to do with conditioning as well. I'm getting many of you there's certain conditioning that you have that, is making you respond to the situation or certain things in this way. So that's what you can expect, guys. I feel like you're just, feels numbing, and I think you're going with something, you're trying something out, and you stand here in this crossroads, which says, guys, that like right now I'm hurt, there's still time, okay? Because we saw that Wheel of Fortune, which I'm seeing as cycles, right? Cycles. And I'm hearing, and once you start one cycle, you just can't get out of it right away. You have to wait until you're like at the end of the cycle before you start the new one, to really get out of it. So it feels like you find yourself in that space where you are about to enter another cycle. And another cycle could be several months before things, I'm hearing, change. Or go back. Deep down inside, guys, I think that you are, you know what you have to do. Let's just say that. Well, let's see. We have the Magician, which is what, guys? Well, I'm seeing this as transmutation, the Magician. And here we have a chemist. And what is chemistry? Transmutation, right? You're changing this substance to this. That's what you're having to do, guys. It's energetic. You know what you have to process this internally. You have to process this internally. Now, what advice, or maybe not advice, but guidance, revelation, clarity, anything that you want to share with my dear Libra before we move on to closing messages? What do you want to share with my dear Libra? Guidance, a revelation of some sort. Something you want to share. Whew, guys, something you want to share with Libra before we go. We have the Two of Pentacles. Something seems kind of backwards here, right? Because there's a little shovel, and then there is a seed, and on top there's something growing out of the seed already, right? But shouldn't the seed be in the ground? You know, there's like a mix up there. There's a mix up of some sort, guys. I think this Two of Pentacles is asking you to prioritize, guys, to get clear about what is important, about what is important and what requires your time and your energy, what really requires your time and your energy, guys. That's the message. Get clear about what's most important, what's really important. And to prioritize, guys. Prioritize. Interesting. Let me get one more card. No, I think that's it, guys. No, let me sit on this. I think that's the only message that I'm getting from this card, guys. There's a mix-up of some sort. Like, yeah, what's being put first, right? What's being put first? What are you putting first? I feel what this is saying, right, is maybe that thing that you're prioritizing doesn't really need that much time and that much attention. Something else. There's something else more important, guys, and it's absurd. There's a process here. There's a certain order and process, guys, that I feel like is right for you and the situation as well. All right, closing messages. All right, let's see. If you want to book a reading with me, guys, you can do so by going to the link down below in the description box. It's going to take you to VotreVoyageTarot.com, where you could book a private reading with me. As I told you guys several times throughout the reading, I created a new channel. It's called Shamanic Vision. The link is down below. Do go support me and subscribe. I haven't uploaded anything yet, but I'm letting everybody know about it already, so you guys can go and subscribe. I will be debuting a video soon on negative attachments. All right. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. Receiving from angels. Shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. Love is of significance. Love your feelings and your emotions, guys, and receiving love, feeling loved, being open to receive. Shimmering wings of angels, embrace me with love. You're being embraced with love, guys. There's a lot of angelic support as well, making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Making a difference. My inner light shines far and wide. Like both of these cards make me feel like safe and like warm. Like think about like a really warm blanket that's put over you that, you know, maybe you're feeling sick or something, and just that blanket over you just feels so good in that moment. So it's highlighting your feelings, positive feelings, right? And making a difference is just saying, guys, I think it's letting you know that you can make a difference, which is what maybe it's saying you can make that change, or whatever maybe you're struggling with. Like you can make a difference there, guys. You can feel different. And we go back to what we were talking about earlier about the transmutation. Okay, closing messages for Libra. Closing messages for Libra. One last closing message for Libra. Let's see. One last closing message. Angels of healing are with you. Like there's like a lot of angelic help, guys, a lot of support, which I think is a sign of hope and a sign of hope and renewal, guys. Step into the spotlight, receiving from angels, making a difference. Look, my inner light shines far and wide. Step into the spotlight. You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom. You know what, guys? I feel like this is calling you to like tap into your authenticity, right? Like, and to tap into your authenticity, guys. You're being called to do that. And that requires for you to know your feelings and your emotions and how you feel about certain things, right? You have a message that the world needs to hear. It's time to share your wisdom, right? So again, like we saw that hermit at the beginning. I feel like you've learned a lot. You're a lot wiser now through this experience, right? And well, that allows you to, well, experience whatever's going on now differently than before. And I'm hearing, I think it's time to start living that truth, whatever it is. Angels of healing are with you. You see, a time of healing is about to bless your life. Accept Archangel Raphael's emerald green light while I enhance your strength. This is what I have for you, Libra. Thank you so much for allowing me to do this reading for you. As always, truly, it was an honor and my pleasure. You guys take care, okay? Bye-bye.